The young man, Alex, felt lost, as if he were wandering through a fog that never lifted. Each day, he woke up with a heavy heart, unsure of his place in the world or what the future might hold. The weight of uncertainty pressed down on him, making even the simplest decisions feel overwhelming. Although he was surrounded by people, friends, classmates, co-workers, Alex couldn't shake the feeling that he was on the outside looking in. Everyone else seemed to have it all together, moving forward with confidence and purpose while he felt stuck in place. Every time he heard about someone's promotion, new relationship, or exciting adventure, it stung. Each success story he saw became a reminder of his own perceived failures, as if he was falling further behind with every passing day. Social media only made things worse. Everyone's life looked perfect, filled with laughter, love, and achievement. Scrolling through endless photos and updates, Alex felt invisible, as if his own struggles didn't matter. The more he compared, the emptier he felt inside. He began to withdraw from friends and family, ignoring calls and messages, convinced that no one would understand what he was going through. The isolation grew, and he found himself sinking deeper into self-doubt, questioning his worth and purpose. The joy he once found in music, poetry, and nature faded away, replaced by a numbness that crept into every corner of his life. His passions, which used to bring him comfort, now felt distant and unreachable. He yearned for belonging, for a sense of connection and acceptance, but chasing after external validation, trying to fit in, to be like everyone else, only left him feeling emptier, as if he was losing himself in the process. The comparison trap held him captive, blinding him to his own strengths and unique qualities. He couldn't see the value in his own journey, overshadowed by the achievements of others. Little did he know, the key to his happiness was not in becoming someone else, but in embracing his authentic self, accepting his flaws, celebrating his strengths, and finding peace in his own story. Alex hit rock bottom, feeling utterly alone and drained of hope. His days blurred together, motivation gone, joy replaced by apathy. He isolated himself, convinced he was a disappointment to everyone. Negative self-talk drowned out any glimmer of optimism. Watching others move forward only deepened his sense of failure. He longed to reach out, but shame kept him silent. Trapped in a cycle of negativity, he saw no way out. At his lowest, Alex faced a choice: surrender to the darkness or fight for himself. One quiet morning, as sunlight filtered softly through the window, Alex sat with his favorite book, searching for a sense of calm. He was feeling weighed down by the constant comparisons he made to others, scrolling through social media and wondering if he'd ever measure up. But that day, something changed. His eyes landed on a simple, powerful quote: "Comparison is the thief of joy." The words seemed to leap off the page as if they were written just for him. The message struck a deep chord within Alex, making him pause and reflect on how much time he'd spent doubting himself. He realized he'd been so focused on what he lacked, he'd forgotten to appreciate his own unique strengths and qualities. In that moment, Alex understood that his worth wasn't determined by the achievements or opinions of others. True value, he realized, comes from embracing who you are, flaws and all, and practicing self-acceptance. Determined to make a change, Alex began to challenge his negative thoughts. He started writing down positive affirmations, reminding himself daily of his strengths and the things he was grateful for. He practiced mindfulness, learning to be kinder and more compassionate toward himself. He made a conscious choice to put down his phone, stepping away from the endless comparisons online. Instead, he picked up his guitar, reconnecting with a passion he'd neglected for far too long. The music brought him a sense of peace and joy he hadn't felt in ages. Each small act of self-care, whether it was making a cup of tea, taking a walk in the park, or simply lighting a candle and breathing deeply, became a gentle step toward healing and self-love. Slowly but surely, Alex began to reclaim his life, one positive choice at a time. With every step, he grew more confident and hopeful, discovering that self-acceptance was the spark he needed to move forward. The journey back wasn't easy. Self-doubt still lingered, but Alex pressed on. There were mornings when getting out of bed felt like a mountain to climb, and nights when doubts echoed louder than hope. But Alex refused to let those doubts define him. He reminded himself that progress, no matter how slow, was still progress. Each day he made a conscious choice to keep moving forward, even if it was just a single step. He built a daily routine: meditation to quiet his mind, exercise to strengthen his body, and time for his passions to nourish his spirit. These small rituals became anchors, helping him find stability in the chaos. Journaling allowed him to process his thoughts, while creative pursuits brought moments of joy and self-expression. Each habit, though simple, was a building block in his foundation of confidence. Each small victory fueled his confidence and self-worth. Completing a workout, finishing a project, or simply sticking to his routine, these achievements, however minor, reminded him of his capability. He learned to celebrate these wins, understanding that confidence is built one step at a time. He forgave himself for past mistakes, embracing growth over perfection. Instead of dwelling on regrets, Alex chose to see them as lessons. He realized that self-compassion was essential for healing, and that accepting his flaws made him stronger, not weaker. The urge to compare faded as he focused on his own progress. He stopped measuring his worth against others and started appreciating his unique journey. Tracking his growth, no matter how gradual, gave him a sense of pride and motivation to keep going. He celebrated others' successes without diminishing his own. Supporting friends and colleagues became a source of joy, not insecurity. He learned that lifting others up only added to his own sense of fulfillment. Reconnecting with friends, he found support and understanding. Honest conversations and shared laughter reminded him that he wasn't alone. The encouragement he received from those who cared about him made the climb feel less steep. Sharing his story, Alex discovered strength in vulnerability. Opening up about his struggles not only helped him heal, but also inspired others to do the same. He realized that true confidence comes from embracing both strengths and weaknesses. With each day, his sense of purpose and belonging grew. Alex found meaning in helping others and being part of something bigger than himself. The climb to confidence was ongoing, but now, he faced each day with hope, resilience, and a renewed belief in his own worth. The young man who once felt lost now stood tall, radiating confidence. He'd learned that true happiness comes from within, not from external validation. Embracing his past, he saw his struggles as the foundation of his resilience. Alex looked to the future with hope, ready for new challenges. His story reminds us that even in darkness, we can choose self-love and growth. True happiness is a journey, one of self-discovery, courage, and embracing who we are.